We're Donavan and Jennifer Andrews, and this is our story.
It pretty much starts with drugs. You know, it started with drugs and partying and selling drugs, and I mostly sold it and tried to make money off of it, but I was doing it also, you know. Fast lifestyle, fast money, party all the time. Along with that comes problems, you know. And instead of trusting in God, I still just trusted in myself that I can do this. Maybe gamble. I started gambling, selling drugs, and at the same time while I was doing that, I started doing drugs more, you know. And
I could feel it, because our home felt so dirty
heavy
and heavy
and dark.
And dark. And every day I'd come home, no matter how much I cleaned the house, I just still felt like it was just weighed down. I knew something wasn't right. I knew he was still dabbing into drugs, and I was in denial for many years. And I kind of got to a point where I just was tired of it. And I went to the courts and I filed for divorce. And he was actually arrested, and he went to jail.
Whew. That was my encounter. That was my encounter with Christ. Because like I said, I grew up in church. Knew what was right, knew what was wrong. But long story short, I just chose the wrong path.
I never went to church. My cousin was very persistent about getting me to church, and I told her, sorry. She took me to a church down our shore, and that's where I was saved. And that's kind of where I allowed God to. I had to give it up. If I wasn't willing to lay it all down, he can't fix anything. So I noticed when I did that, God really stepped in and he moved.
So that was my encounter with him when, after all these years, brought up in church, I prayed a lot. You know, I used to always pray. Until I got arrested and I was in jail. God brought me back down to my knees in jail, praying my heart out for a good 30 minutes, just praying. I didn't care who was watching me. I didn't care that I had a camera on me, you know. It was that encounter with God was just so surreal. I just told him, Lord, I'm here. I'm here. Take me, use me. Make me the man that you want me to be. Not make me the man that my wife wants me to be, or not make me the man that my mom wants me to be. Make me the man that you want me to be, Lord. Show me what you want me to do. And just that experience of letting go and letting God. If anybody else experienced that, they know what I'm talking about. And it's such a peace, it's such a comfort to know that you're loved. You know, sometimes somebody just needs a hug. And then that was the journey that when we started getting back together and God just started moving and just creating a bond that I feel is supposed to be created at the altar. I mean, it was just a total life-changing experience once I gave up trying to please other people and trying to do things for other people. But as soon as I gave that up and started doing things for the Lord, wow, he started moving, and he started moving tremendously.
And I noticed a change. It was like everything was in the dark.
Yeah.
And when we put God in the center, everything came to light. And then when you put it in the light, God can fix it. We never finalized our divorce. That's the miracle in all this is when I went to go to the courthouse, and I went to the counter, and I know it was God, something just told me, okay, go to the counter and ask. So I went to the counter and I asked her, I was like, okay, so after I sign this paper, is our marriage final? She's like, yeah, that's all it takes. You just sign this paper and we give it to the judge, and then they'll process your divorce. And I said, what if I don't want to? And then she says, oh, then you just sign this paper and you're never divorced. And I'm like, really? She's like, yeah. So I looked to my left, and he was sitting on the bench with our son, our third child. And then I told him, come. And he said, okay. So he came and I says, I don't want a divorce. Do you want a divorce? And he's like, I don't. Do you? And I says, I don't. And so we decided to not go through with it. And I walked out of that court, and him and I don't know, I just had a freedom. Like it was our new beginning. Yeah, it was that simple.
We went there to finalize it, but then we ended up finalizing our marriage, you know. That's how I felt walking away from there. You lived by my word before. And now you're finally living for me. Anybody can live by God's word, you know, by the 10 Commandments. But if you don't have a relationship with God, then it's totally different, you know. If you just lift your head, your eyes will follow, you know. So look to God and he'll show you the way. It sounds so simple, but it is that simple. But at times when it's hard like that, when you're in the darkness, that's it, just lift your head. To me, it's because I always was like this, looking down on myself, looking down on other people. You know, when you're in a dark place, that's all you see is darkness. So, I mean, to me, it's as simple as looking up and your eyes will follow. Look up to God, he'll guide you. You just gotta want it, that's it.
You know, he took this mess and he created something beautiful.